So on today's vlog, we're doing a little Q&A about us, the mom and dad. A lot of you guys ask us questions all the time about how we met and all the details, so we are getting into it, and we're going to show you how Matthew did my makeup today.
I slayed.
You know.
Slayed. That's the word, right? Is that what the kids are saying these days? I slayed.
Makeup by Matthew.
Let's go.
Let's go.
I love you and you love me. Never thought that this would come from bending knee. We done built ourselves a family, growing on together, only God knew this would be.
We're gonna do a one video Q&A about us, but we thought we'd spice it up a little and we'd have Matthew try to do my makeup, and let's see how well he pays attention to me in the bathroom.
It's not going to be good.
Yeah, so I put all my stuff here, but I don't know, I didn't put anything in order, so like...
Well, do you use all of this?
I put my full face makeup here. I don't usually use all of it.
I'm doing a half face makeup off top. We're not doing a full, so I don't know what you're talking about.
It's really not here. If anything, I'll put it in order. Will that help?
Yeah, sure. That would, yeah, anything to help at this point.
Oh shoot, I forgot.
See, you don't even know how to do your own makeup.
Gosh.
How am I supposed
to? I mean, hold on.
Oh my gosh, this thing is soaked. Is this supposed to be this wet? Oh, this is last for sure. This looks like lips. It's like right about there.
Oh, you're gonna put it in order.
No, you can do it, but I was just trying to. Oh, lips. This is lip. Wait, is this lips? Lip liner. Duh. Eyebrow enhancing gel. That's a thing? How do you enhance eyebrows? Either you got it or you don't.
You could use some enhancing.
But my eyebrows are enhanced.
Here,
this is for, yup. Oh, yup.
Okay, let's answer one, first question while we're doing this, because...
Why are there two of these?
We gotta bust through a lot of questions. So the first question
I haven't seen any of these questions. You have though, right?
Yeah.
Okay, got you.
Okay, so the first question is, how did we meet?
Well, we're gonna do that question now. Okay. Short and sweet, or we're doing like a elongated version? So we both went to college at the University of Idaho. I was on the football team. She was on the tennis team. Never been to any of her tennis matches. I apologize, babe. Still love you.
But I had been to all of his football games after we started dating.
So anywho, it was after a day of practice. We all worked out in like the same gym, essentially. It's called the Kibby Dome, where we do our workouts, for practices. That's where the locker rooms are, training facility, everything is there. After one of our practices, I was walking by the gym and I saw this beautiful specimen in the weight room, dropping it low on the squat rack, and I was like, Zay! I was like, I need that.
Oh my god.
And then it was really just love at first sight.
For him.
Yeah, and then one of my boys on the team was like, oh yeah, I know her, that's Dana. And I was like, oh yeah, you're gonna have to put me on. You're gonna have to put me on.
No.
He was like, I'm trying to get put on. I was like, nah,
he did not say that. He told you that I don't date anybody, that I am super focused, and you were like, I don't
You about to be focused on me. Yo, talking about? So I was just like, yo, come on, oh, that was just, you were roommates. They were roommates. He's like, oh yeah, that's my roommate, Dana. Yeah, she's cool, but she's not really looking for that. I was like, yo, I'll figure that out, okay? Leave that up to me. So, long story short, I started just inviting myself to the crib.
No, you gotta remember that you slid, back in the day, you slid into my DMs, but in my DMs on Facebook.
Oh yeah, the Facebook DMs were lit. I know y'all been there before.
And,
there was no swipe left, swipe right. You had to pull up on them like, yo, I know I need that.
But I left him on red and did not reply.
So guess what? Oh, you're not gonna reply? I'ma find you and make you love me.
Oh my god.
But now I was like, yo, I'm gonna pull up to the crib, hang out, just me and you boys, me and my boy, and she's just gonna happen to be there. So
I was there. Yep.
She was there, and then I just kept coming day after day until she noticed me. And then she started to respond to the DMs a little bit. And I was like, progress.
So once you showed up at my apartment, unannounced, I had no idea. And then I was like, is that the kid they was in my DMs trying to get my number.
Can I
and
have
so
it?
we had that whole meeting at my apartment, and he left, and then he messaged me again. He's like, so you're still not gonna text me? Like, put my number here. So, like, can I get that text back? And I was like, oh my gosh, this guy's gonna keep blowing me up. So I texted you and I said that I wasn't interested. But this man doesn't take no for an answer. He was so persistent.
Look at me now.
He just kept showing up. Like, on our campus, all my classes were like up this hill in the business building.
Now we're getting too deep.
And he didn't have he didn't have the same classes. Obviously, we did not major in the
Obviously,
same
what's
thing.
that supposed to mean? What do you mean, obviously?
And he just started like showing up outside my classroom, and I'm just like, you have classes up here? What are you doing up here? And he would just start inserting himself everywhere around my schedule, like after practice, after workouts, after class. He'd find someone's bike and show up at my apartment in the snow.
I think we're getting a very valuable lesson right here. Listen, guys, persistency is key. Okay, if you want something, you go for it, and you don't stop until you get it. Okay, you don't take no for an answer. You show up and make yourself present, make yourself available, and they don't have a choice but to notice you and fall in love. Here we go. All right.
That's giving a bad message.
All right. So we're gonna go into.
Let's get started.
Did you put this in order? Is this in order now?
You've got to click. Yep.
Oh, it started from here. Oh, I did it backwards.
And then this
I was doing it
then
backwards.
this is all the brushes you'll use throughout. So
Okay, here we go.
That in my hair.
You want to read the next question?
Okay. So, the question is, how did you?
We're off to a great start here. Let me get the other side right.
How did you propose? This was like one of the greatest proposals of all time.
How am I doing so far? Is that good?
Yeah, I think it's good.
A. Ready? Okay.
So, okay. I forgot some hair here. Okay. So, Matthew we didn't even talk about marriage before he proposed. This man is so confident in his work here. He was,
I remember seeing.
wow, you're gonna.
Isn't that what you guys do? You put it here, or do you just go straight to the face? Or just put it on a brush?
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna do. I just wanted them to see the color first.
Yeah, because that's a good match right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
This is the primer sunscreen.
Oh, so what we got? That's not good. So what do we got here? We got the BB Tinted Treatment Primer. We got the Broad Spectrum SPF 30 Sunscreen. We're about to get Dana glistening, okay? You have to be glistening. So how did I propose? That's the question. Oh, is that too much? That's good, right?
Yeah.
Probably not
Make
enough.
sure you get it evenly all over me.
Can I do my job?
Okay.
I'm gonna just kind of like,
Okay.
I don't know, I feel like I see them do this all the time. And then we'll get the chin. How did I propose? So we were talking, dating, so for how long? Probably like 2 years, 3, more than that probably.
We were dating for 5 years.
Okay, wow, I was way off. But I
We were
never.
living distant.
Yeah, so after I finished college, I came back to Florida. She stayed in Idaho because she was still doing the school thing. Like, who does that? But I guess her major was a little bit more important than mine, so she had to do a couple more years than I did. I actually didn't graduate from Idaho after my 4 years there, but
you eventually did.
eventually I did. Anyways, this is not the point. So I got my bachelor's. Hey, stay in school, kids. So after we were doing the long distance for an extended period of time, like I never really talked to her about getting married, even though it was always something in the back of my mind that I wanted to do. But do you put on like the upper, like here too? Yeah? Mm-hmm. Okay. Even though in the back of my mind it was always something that I had aspirations to do. And I actually, on her birthday, actually she came out for, her birthday's in December, early December, and in
I came out for Thanksgiving.
late November, Thanksgiving, she came out, and I talked her into staying a little bit longer because I had like this elaborate birthday party / engagement proposal that I wanted to take place. So she agreed to it.
Wild, because like, what if I said no?
If you would have said no, then you would have missed out on a great opportunity. I don't know what else to tell you. So is that good?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So she said yes. She stayed a little bit longer, and I had this whole thing planned where I flew out her mom, I flew out her brother. Her dad was working at the time, so he couldn't make it, so he ended up watching from FaceTime and everything. But so the day of, I was super nervous, because I had this whole thing planned out by the dock of like this boat that we were gonna get on, and the weather was horrible. It started raining. It was cloudy. I had Tiffany, my cousin, who helped me like kind of orchestrate the whole thing. Shout out to you, Tiffany. Appreciate you. She was texting me like, I don't know if the weather's gonna hold up. I don't know if this is gonna work. And while she's texting me this, I'm on a date with Dana, just stalling until the actual proposal, and I'm getting like clammy. Like I'm getting
so bad.
Hands are sweating. I'm like freezing cold. Like we're out
shaking.
to eat. She's holding my hand. She's like, "Are you okay?" Like, and I wasn't okay. And she's like, "Listen, you don't have to do this. We can go home if you're not feeling well." Like, and I was like, "No, we have to do this."
I was like, because he had told me we're just going to dinner, and I'm like, well, no one's coming to dinner with us. Why don't we just go home, get some Taco Bell, chill? And he was like, you just pull that off. Yeah.
Oh, that's not a twist. That might be twisting forever.
And
So,
then all of a sudden he blindfolds me, and I was like, what is this all about? Still have no clue. Like, I'm just like, this guy is just doing the most for my birthday.
She was really oblivious. I actually had her buy like a new dress and everything.
No, Vet bought me.
Vet, that's right.
My best
Vet.
friend sent me like a birthday dress, and I was like, well, that was super sweet, but like, you know, like why? But,
Does this go on the same brush?
No, you're gonna use the sponge for that.
Oh, we're sponge time already. Okay, this is the Undetectable Medium to Full Coverage Foundation. Oh, foundation. I don't know about that.
You know about that?
Does this go at the same? I'm gonna. Is that enough? That's good, right? You never want to overdo it, right? You never want to overdo it, ladies.
They show up at this place in Palm Beach, and I'm blindfolded, but he's like, oh, it's raining, so I'm gonna carry you out. And I'm like, what the heck is going on? I show up, or we get out, he carries me to this pavilion, and then he tells me not to open my eyes, but I hear people in the background. And
Oh gosh, I got it on your eyebrows. Is that not good? They're not even like dark anymore. They're kind of like, okay. It's a ombre. They'll fade right into the makeup.
oh,
It's good.
okay, great. So he tells me to pull off my blindfold, and I see all these people dressed in white, and I'm in black, and I see 2 rows. It's like all of his family and friends, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like what a sweet birthday surprise! Like,
Do this for me, please. Right there. Okay. Okay, continue.
and so I walk down to the front, and there's 2 rows of people holding roses of like his closest friends and family. And they all recite like a letter of my name.
I remember Demo
with
went
a poem.
first. D is for Danity, and then he like gave her the rose and like separated. A is for angelic, and then they would give her the rose and separate. They did her own name.
And so I walked all the way down, and
okay.
at the end, Matthew was playing the guitar, which is like all I asked for my birthday was I asked Matthew to learn a song on his guitar and play it for me, and he was doing that at the end, and I'm like, this is so sweet. Like, what a cute birthday surprise.
First and last time I ever played the guitar, by the way.
And so,
So bad. So bad.
he practiced for a long time. So anyways, there's 2 giant umbrellas behind him, and all of a sudden they like turn, and my brother and my mom are behind the umbrellas, and I freak out, and I'm like, what? This is insane. And I run to them, like past Matthew. I'm like, and like,
Completely forgot I was there. I'm over here. All of me loves all of you. Oh, I know this one.
oh my goodness.
This is when you do the lines?
Oh, so you pay attention.
That one's heavy. That was heavy. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Ooh, Wakanda forever. What you talking about?
The other side.
Other side. So, your brother had to put the focus back on me.
Put the focus back on him. So then I'm at this. Oh my god. So at this point, oh my gosh, babe, not my lashes. Oh yeah, back to Matthew. He's playing his song, but his leg is shaking. Like, ow. Oh my god, right in my eyeball. He's singing this song. It's like almost hard to like interpret what song he's singing because he's shaking so bad. He's so nervous. And I'm like, oh, that's so sweet. And so everyone else is like actually helping him in the crowd to sing the song, and it was so cute. Still to this point, do not know that he's proposing. He stands up and he gives this speech, and I really don't even notice that he's going to. I don't know anything. I'm just thinking he's, he's a pastor's son. He talks a lot. He's giving this speech. While he's speaking, he's like, I've been wanting to do this for a really long time, but you're going to have to bear with me because I forgot the ring in the car. And I'm like, ring? And this is filmed. This whole thing was filmed. And you can see it on my face where I'm like, ring? What ring? What are you talking about?
We're going with the bronzer.
Okay.
We're going in.
Okay. So he still proposes.
This is the right brush, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Good job. Good job, babe.
Yeah, thanks.
You can just go ahead and like swirl.
Oh, just go in there. This is not a dabbing situation.
Not a dab.
No wonder it looks like that.
So he proposes. I'm crying. I say yes. And then intermission, he goes back to the car. Well, it's a little high.
High? Oh, this is the contour.
Yeah.
Woo!
Contour. Wow.
Woo!
He comes back. He proposes with the ring. It's beautiful. I say yes. I can't believe that he like did all this. And then afterwards, we all get onto like this boat for like an intercoastal cruise, and it was like basically his whole family and friends on that boat. It wasn't a private boat, but like we were like the only ones on there. So it was a huge party, and it was so awesome.
That was good. It was good.
It was amazing.
It was perfect. There was fireworks that went off at the end and everything.
Yeah.
Didn't know that was going to happen, but you can catch the video on our YouTube if you go back far enough. It's really embarrassing, but it's on there.
I think it's on your YouTube.
Oh, thank
we'll have
God.
to like
upload
download
it
and upload it.
Oh gosh,
Yeah.
maybe we'll do that after this video. We'll like do a follow up. All right, next question.
Okay, who said I love you first?
Oh, that was definitely me.
Yeah, he said I love you first like 3
So
times.
I love you first. I like kissed you first. I had to be like the aggressor for our entire relationship,
Yeah.
and a lot of times it didn't work out. But here we are. Did you even say it back the first time?
I didn't know.
You're
said
so
it like,
mean.
He said it like 3 times.
You are a bully.
Because I really honestly thought that he was just player. You're just getting it all in one spot. Okay, cool.
I'm just under the cheekbone. You wanted to define the cheek. Oh,
Take it all the way back.
all the way back. I got this.
It's a lot right here. It looked like a bruise.
You are glowing, girl. I don't know what you're talking about.
How long have we been married?
We've been married for 8 years.
Almost.
January 24th was our 8-year anniversary.
Almost 9.
Almost
Going
9.
on 9. What are your love languages?
I feel like this is, well, for her, I mean, hers is easy. And it's funny, I actually talked to a friend about this the other night when we went out. But her love language is words of affirmation. Well, I feel like everybody has 2, right? We're just doing our number 1.
I mean, yeah.
Let's do one.
And physical touch.
Words of affirmation and physical touch.
So in the beginning, his were.
I don't know why I'm doing this again. I think we have enough. I think, oh, up top too?
Yeah, up here. Okay.
Oh, I think I see you do this one a little bit aggressively up top.
Aggressively.
Yeah, this one has like a little bit more stroke back and forth. Boom.
Okay.
Boom.
So, anyways, Matthew's was acts of service. I think it's still kind of that, but it's also like words of affirmation now. And what'd you say?
No.
No?
Nah.
Oh.
She doesn't know me.
Wow. Wait, but in the beginning, his love language was acts of service, and mine was words of affirmation. And so I feel like that's how we like really thrived and fell in love like so quickly and so deeply, is because he was constantly in communication with me, especially long distance. We could only communicate.
Lip and cheek? Why did I say lip cheek? You put it on your cheek too?
Yeah, it's my blush. I just dab it like that.
And on your lips?
You can, yeah.
No, I don't like it. I don't feel like there's anything that should go on your lip and your cheek. It's like either lip or cheek. Who made this? Who made this? Kylie? I need to talk to you, girl.
Okay.
She don't know what she's doing. Did you use my finger?
Yep, use your finger. And then I would always be doing something for him, like helping him with school, or I would, make these sweet little care packages for his games, or, like come over and make dinner, things like that. Like we were always just filling each other's love tanks for long.
Well, we'll get that right in a second.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just gonna do that.
So what is your love language now then?
My love language has grown to be quality time for sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I like spending time with Dana. I mean, I like spending time with my family. Like any opportunity we have just to get away where it's just me and her, I think I appreciate that the most.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which one do I use to rub that in? Or is that just all?
kind of just a
Oh, this is just all a finger thing. Oh, just okay.
How do we spice things up in our marriage? Things like this. I think Matthew and I are just like constantly trying new things, prioritize like our date nights, but like date nights don't need to just be like dinner and movies. What are you doing?
Let's see how long it took.
We always come up with like some fun new activities and ideas. Matthew's like really good about being creative and stuff, so like we'll do like tennis date night or something, or I don't know, we love to really prioritize our time together.
Yeah.
And I think that's what, it doesn't have to be like super crazy and exotic stuff that we do to spice stuff up, but I think it's like putting ourselves in situations that are different and fun and exciting.
Yeah, and I would say try to do things that are unplanned and spontaneous. I think they really like that. Even though Dana's like a big planner, I like to just say like, hey babe, like, you know, we're going out tonight, like get ready, like, oh, she's like, oh, where are we going? I'm like, don't worry, just get ready, we're gonna go out and we're just gonna have some fun. So like I'll just make sure that I have everything planned on like mentally, but then just kind of surprising her, and that way she's kind of like on her toes, and it makes it more of like a giddy situation where we're like, oh man, I wonder what we're doing. Like, so I think that's good, just to keep that excitement and keep the fire burning, essentially. So I think it's big in our relationship. Good question. Wait, stop. Did I use this yet? I didn't use this yet.
That's a highlighter that you also use your finger. And do you know where the highlighter
It's getting
goes?
messy over here.
Do you know where the highlighter goes?
Highlighter goes highlighter.
And this is a very potent highlighter.
Highlighter. This is for like eyes? No? Chin?
No.
Where is?
Well, okay, I'll show you. You're gonna go here above the blush,
See, I was kind of right.
along my nose, up here my eyebrow, and then like a little bit right here.
All right. Next question.
Okay, how do we deal with arguments, and has it ever affected your marriage? I mean, I think all arguments affect your marriage some way, because it's just, I feel like negative things affect you in a big way, and arguments are typically negative, but I think that one way we've been trying to figure things out is that
That's a lot.
we really try to focus on our arguments to be more so constructive. So like the way we approach it, we try to make sure that we are talking or we are communicating in a way that is going to benefit our marriage. Like we're fighting for our marriage, we're not fighting with each other. So if we're gonna bring up something and it's gonna cause an argument, you like that?
Yeah. All right, now let me see the other side. Let me bedazzle you on this side too.
It's really distracting. We try really hard to just use choice words. I think the biggest thing for us is just being in a fluid, transparent communication with each other, because that way our arguments don't elevate or escalate to something like hurtful or even like yelling. I tend to yell sometimes because I feel like I have such a quiet voice. I'm like, he's not hearing me. So
You better stop moving. And one thing that you guys have to keep in mind is that arguments are going to happen. It's unavoidable, but it's just about how you guys react in those situations. So I think it's very good not to be defensive and to go into an argument open-minded, and to look at the man in the mirror, if you will, because a lot of times it's like you always have that mindset where you're like, I didn't do anything wrong. It was them. And instead of looking like that, just look at it in a way where you're like, hey, like, what can I take away from this conversation or this discussion that I can use to help build our marriage instead of divide it? Because I think a lot of times when you guys get into arguments, or when anybody gets into an argument, it's like you guys are like butting heads. But I think you should use it as a tool to help feed your relationship to grow from it. Really understanding what their feelings are and validating them, and then being able to look at yourself and saying, where can I improve?
yeah. So one of the things, we're actually doing a marriage study right now of a book that I read like 4 years ago that helped me tremendously in my marriage. It's called The Sacred Marriage by Gary Thomas. But one thing that we're learning that I feel like it's so important for most marriages, for all marriages, is that we are in a marriage and God is the center of it. And so what Matthew and I do is all for the will of God. And when we come to each other and we're like, oh, he's not fulfilling my needs, she's not fulfilling my needs, this and that, we're having a very selfish marriage in that sense. After I read that book, I realized that I was really idolizing him. I was really putting him up on this like pedestal, and I'm like, he needs to do X, Y, Z to make me happy, and if he doesn't fulfill those things, then, you know, I'm checking out. But that's not his role. And we love each other, and we're going to glorify God's love through our love. And that's not his job to make me happy. God is the only one that I can find happiness through. But if he is also finding happiness through God, he will in turn make me happy. Wow, I feel like we went way off.
All right, preach, sister. She about to have a whole sermon in there. Okay. All right.
Okay, next.
All right, praise God. Praise God.
I feel like that needs its whole
you better have
YouTube video.
Marriage podcast coming soon. I need to do this.
Okay.
I need to get on your list.
Okay, well then you
can ask the question.
Favorite things about each other.
Long wear lip liner. Here we go. Favorite things plural?
Yeah.
So one thing I love about, why are you backing up? You scared?
A little bit.
So one thing about Dana is that she's very ambitious. She has a drive like none other. It's just lip liner. So this goes on the outside, right? Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm about to kill it. And she's an awesome mother, huge family person, which I love. She's all about the family, and she loves people. Loves people. I don't think there's a person that I know that Dana doesn't love, or that has that she's had a hard time building a relationship with. But she's very easygoing, and she's always open to meeting and learning about other people. I think she does a great job at that. She does a great job at connecting. She does a great job at getting to know someone on a personal level. So those are like the three things that I love about her. Obviously she's beautiful. Look at this face. Especially when I do her makeup. Child, please. Come on now. Come on, somebody. Hold on, let me just finish this real quick, and then you can talk.
Okay.
It'll be quick, because since I'm such a professional.
That face.
Go ahead.
Okay. So my favorite things about Matthew, first of all, is his
Go ahead. I'm ready for this one.
Okay.
I'm about to
so distracted.
Brush the hell out of your eyebrows.
Is I think first and foremost his love of God. His love of God actually gave me the ability to have a relationship with Jesus. So his seed planted that. But I feel like because he puts God is his priority, it sets the foundation for the rest of our family. And I feel like that's why we've been so abundantly blessed, is because of his love and faithfulness to serve God in every area of his life. I feel like that's one of the biggest things that I love about him. Yeah. Another thing that I love about Matthew is his humor. That has to always be my favorite thing, because that's actually what hooked me and let my guard down and really start talking to him. I think it was like a text message he sent to me one time. It was a text message he sent to me one time when we were in our courting days, and I think I almost peed my pants laughing so hard because he was so funny, and that was just him all the time. And I was like, this is the guy. If there's one thing that you need to find in a spouse, it's humor, because life gets hard and you need a guy like this.
Don't say that. What if their husbands aren't funny?
Then hopefully they're the funny ones, you know? Yeah. Someone's got to be funny. I'm pretty funny too.
Yeah, Dana's funny. Funny looking.
Oh my gosh.
If you guys need dad jokes, we're coming out with a page for that as well. Follow the podcast.
My third thing that I love about him, I want to say father, but I feel like that's a different element, because but I want to find something in his core that is that's not related to family.
You lit right now, girl. Sheesh!
I think another thing that I really love about Matthew is just...
Yeah, when you shake it up, you know what time it is.
How much he loves. He's just such he's full of love all the time. I guess, okay, I think what the word I'm looking... Oh my god. The word I'm looking for is that he's so
Smells good.
so positive. He's so positive and loving. So it's just really hard not to like love someone like that. Like,
Too bad.
maybe.
Ruin my makeup. Hey, lean in.
Oh my god. That's...
Oh shoot, that was a little. Oh no. Is that good? All right, that's all you need. You don't want to do too much with
all
this.
right here. What are some things you do to put each other first, especially after kids?
Oh, date nights is a must.
Must.
You need to always and continuously date your spouse.
Yeah.
I think a lot of times when people have kids, they get so lost in the family, and they get so lost in the mundane day to day where they start to forget about what got them to this point in their relationship, which is the dating process. I feel like I still want to look at Dana the same way I looked at her 11 years ago. Was it 11 years ago? 11 years ago, 13 years ago when I met her. The same way that I was so excited to take her out on dates. Even when we just went to Taco Bell, it was those are the times that we get to spend with each other and to build a relationship and to continue to kind of like flirt with each other, and I think that that's very important even with kids, because and the kids will see that, like they'll see how you treat your spouse and they'll understand what a loving relationship should look like. So I think that's very important, just to keep that part of the relationship strong, and it'll help you guys continue to grow. Yeah,
I agree. It's really quality time, prioritizing each other. I feel like our marriage has gotten better with kids. So like I can't even say that kids will deter our love for each other or focus on our love, because we prioritize that. We don't want to, we are blessed with family here or whatnot, but even if we didn't, we would budget to have a babysitter to make that time for each other, because it's so important to have vacations with each other, date nights with each other, or even just like that hour before bed or 30 minutes before bed, just having that time together.
Just want to make sure. I never used this brush. What was this one for?
That was for, it was for the primer.
What about this one? I don't think I used this one.
No, you didn't.
Don't worry, we'll use it now because I just want to make sure things blend.
Okay. But then also just like always be wanting to improve and understand each other, because we all change over time, and I feel like people just don't like that. They're like, oh, they weren't the same as they were when we first met, but people change over time. Situations change us and circumstances change us, so just always be learning about your spouse and looking for ways to love them and
I forgot you do this because you guys want to make sure that the face blends with the neck. Yeah, this is a thing.
I'm gonna get my shirt dirty, but okay.
It's okay. Boom! How'd I do? What do y'all think? Huh? Need to get Pia. Tell her that it's a 10 out of 10. Yeah! Give Daddy Harvey a round of applause.
Yeah, babe.
How'd I do? You like it? Does it look good?
From far away, it looks.
Let me go get you.
Good.
You have a no.
Oh, the mirror in my
Let me go get your mirror.
He's lucky I don't do a whole bunch of makeup with all the tools, because I don't know how to use it. Ooh, okay.
Come on now.
Wow.
Hey, if y'all need to get dabbed up, talk to your boy.
Makeup by Matthew.
Ooh,
Coming
I think we
next.
got something going here. Yeah, come on, somebody.
Good job, babe.
Thank you.
So, anyways, that was just our quick little Q&A, a little bit about us and our backstory. We really just wanted to come on here and introduce us and our love story, since y'all really just love our love, and we love that you love our love, but really it's God's love.
Just dropping bars. I think we can just end on that note. Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys. We'll see you guys on another video coming soon. We're coming with some weekly vlogs here. Get it?
Yeah, the only guy knew this would be. I love you and you love